When renting an apartment, it's crucial to understand your rights as a tenant and how to defend them. Want to know the must-take actions to ensure that your living arrangement is secure and comfortable? Unfortunately, not all landlords are aware of or ready to respect you and your rights. So, you need to take action to ensure you have a safe and secure place to live. We've got you covered. In this video, we'll cover the 5 must-know tips to defend your rights as a tenant. At the end of the video, we'll share our best last resort method to get your landlord to do what they're supposed to do. Let's jump in. Welcome back to Apartment Jungle. We're all about apartment and small space living. Give this video a like to help spread the word that small space living is awesome. Let's talk about the 5 must-know tips to defend your rights as a tenant. Tip 1. Get it in writing. Get any pledges or agreements from the landlord in writing before signing a lease or moving into the apartment. If the landlord indicates any maintenance work that has to be done, list everything and get the landlord to sign it. Include a completion date for the repairs in the letter and save a duplicate for your records. Proceed cautiously and think about not signing the lease if the landlord isn't prepared to do this. Make sure you understand what is written, and if you don't, seek advice from an attorney. Tip number 2, make written requests. You have a right to decent, secure accommodation once you've moved in. If there are any problems with the apartment, including pest infestations, plumbing problems, or a lack of heat, send a written request for repairs via certified mail or email with a return receipt requested. Keep a copy of all correspondence you have with the landlord. Consult a lawyer if the landlord doesn't complete the repairs within a reasonable amount of time. Tip number 3, recognize the legal rights of your landlord. Landlord and tenant rights are governed by laws in each state. Understand the regulations that apply to your state, including the notice requirements for landlords entering rental properties, the definition of a habitable living space, and the eviction procedure. Without adhering to the correct legal procedures, a landlord cannot evict you from the property. Consult a lawyer if your landlord is infringing your rights. Tip number 4, take eviction lawsuits seriously. Don't disregard an eviction lawsuit that has been served on you. Even if you think the eviction was unfair, it's crucial to reply to the lawsuit and to show up for any court dates. By settling with the landlord, paying your rent in full, or raising a legal defense, you might be able to avoid being evicted. If the lawsuit is disregarded, you run the risk of losing and getting evicted, which will make it harder for you to find another rental in the future. Tip number 5, recover your deposit. Most states require landlords to repay your security deposit within a predetermined time frame after you vacate the property, usually between 14 and 30 days. Verify that the landlord has your current postal address before you leave and request a walk-through inspection to record the state of the rental. Consult a lawyer if the landlord fails to withhold your deposit in accordance with the correct procedures. Because rules and regulations might differ from one state to the next, it's always a good idea to check your state and local legislation for details. Remember, information is power, and you can ensure a secure and comfortable living environment for yourself and your family by being aware of your rights and taking the appropriate steps to safeguard them. Keep in mind that while tenants have an obligation to maintain the property, pay rent on time, and abide by the conditions of the lease, landlords are also responsible for doing so. Landlords should address any repair requests or other issues promptly. Keep track of any correspondence with your landlord and try to communicate with them frequently. In the event that everything else fails, get legal counsel from a housing attorney or other qualified lawyer who can explain your rights and lead you through the process of resolving any problems. Defending your rights as a renter is critical to guaranteeing that you have a home that is secure and comfortable. At the beginning of the video, we promised to share our best hack for guaranteeing your landlord respects your tenant's rights. Our best kept secret is to sound and act like a lawyer without the cost and hassle of hiring one. The best way to do this is to get a bunch of form letters written by lawyers that you can fill out and send to your landlord. You'll need a bunch of them to cover different situations you might face, such as rent withholding until needed repairs are done, pets, breaking leases, getting back your security deposit, and many more. The best resource we've come across is a book written by lawyers Janet Portman and Anne O'Connell. They have all these letters coupled with advice about how to use them. Grab your copy through the link in the description of this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to Apartment Jungle and be sure to turn on notifications. We put out new videos for apartment and urban dwellers every week. Thanks for watching and see you next time.